Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Francis Faden, and I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time together helping you magnify your miracles. And I have a question for you. Are you a light worker? Are you somebody who is here with a big vision? Are you somebody that knows in your soul that you're here to do something, that you are here to change the world in whatever way that might look? Well, I'm here to say to you, it is not your imagination. You are here and you are born for this time that we're in right now. Now, this episode's coming out in the middle of March of 2025, and there is a lot going on. Cosmically, there's a lot going on. Energetically, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in the news. There's just a lot going on, right? And this is the perfect time for you to say a deeper yes to your purpose. We're in the month of March 2025 when this is coming out, but I want you to take this message, no matter when you're hearing it. I want you to take this message to heart because it is coming from Mother Mary. And she wanted me to really encourage you in this month in particular to say yes as a light worker, as a creative soul, as somebody who has something in your heart, something in your soul that you are here to share with the world, even if what that is something that you don't even think of. You're not even like, well, it's not my career. It's just the thing I love to do. We need more of what you love to do in the world. And the cosmos right now in the month of March is encouraging you to take it seriously. How do we know that? Well, I'm about to tell you. So let's take a few deep breaths together, breathing in the energy of expansion, breathing out anything you no longer need. And really think about owning your gifts, owning your purpose, saying the biggest, strongest yes you can, and feeling the fulfillment of that, and knowing whatever you need to hear today to move you forward in a powerful way is exactly what you're going to hear. Let's take one more deep breath together in gratitude, and we can begin. All right, my friend. So my question to you is, do you identify as a light worker? Now, you might think, oh, a light worker, that's somebody that's a massage therapist or a Reiki practitioner. And indeed, they could be. But I say a light worker is anybody who says a really deep yes to the call of their heart and their soul. And you might be a light worker who is a screenwriter or a filmmaker or a musician, or you could be a gardener, or you could be someone who's an inspiring author. You can be a mom or a dad. You can be a chef. You can be anything and be a light worker. The difference is a light worker is here to make a difference in whatever way they can and to really change and heal the world in with whatever gifts they're bringing forward. And I want to tell you something, and this is really important. It doesn't even really matter what the outer thing is. What matters is that you do it, because the whole cosmos is set up in a certain way, and you are an extremely important part of the whole big cosmos. You and your downloads, I've been telling you this forever. They're specific to you. Now, you might be thinking, oh, everybody wants to make a movie, or everybody wants to be a musician, or everybody wants to open their own gardening store, right? No, you want to do that. You want to do it because the universe is manifesting through you as you, and it wants to do those things through you. And why does it want to do that? Because right now on the planet, billions of people need whatever it is. Now, you might never be the kind of person that touches billions of lives directly that you're aware of. You might not be somebody who sells, billions of copies of your book or whatever it might be. And you might not, but you never know your level of influence. And what I'm telling you is you have a really important piece of the puzzle that if you don't say yes to it, the puzzle's not complete. And we're the puzzle. We're all the puzzle. Sometimes I like to say it is, you have medicine and it's specific to you. Only you can bring the medicine that you are into the world in the way that you do it. And the world needs all of us to offer our medicine. So write that film, sing that song, write that book, paint that painting, plant that garden, have those kids, teach whatever you're going to teach, do whatever it is that you are here to do, because the time is now. The time is now. We don't have time to wait, my friends. If you see what's going on in the world, and I'm not saying this from a place of fear, I'm saying this from a place of truth. Now is the time. There's no more waiting. We cannot wait for circumstances to be perfect before we say yes. If Mother Mary had waited and said, you know what, Archangel Gabriel, yeah, I'm going to wait until Joseph's on board with this, or I'm going to wait until my mom's okay with this, or I'm going to wait until King Herod is not such a jerk, right? No, 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 it doesn't work that way. Mother Mary is asking you to say yes right now. Now, we have some cosmic events that are going on that are completely supporting you in doing this. We have this full moon and eclipse that's happening. This full moon eclipse in Virgo is what I should have said, happening. And what does it mean? Well, I'm not an astrologer, but I study all the patterns and all the different things. And I look to see all the different feast days and how things overlap and all of that. And I study the language of spirit this way. And if you listen to last week's episode, I've given you a much bigger overview of the month, but I want to talk about this particular thing that's happening. So we have a full moon eclipse in Virgo, in the sign of Virgo. And guess what Virgo is about, my friends? Virgo is a sign of service, and it's definitely a sign of healing. So all of us who are here who are light workers, whether you're making movies or whether you're actually doing healing work directly, we're all healers. Every light worker is a healer because your work on the planet is medicine. Every story you tell is medicine. Every cake you bake is medicine. Everything that you're doing, there's medicine in there because you came into the world as a light worker. You have that signature, you have that frequency. And so that frequency is going to go into everything that you're doing, whether you're consciously thinking, oh yeah, I'm a light worker. It's already there. You are here to channel that light. And Mother Mary, in my opinion, is the aspect of the divine to really help us do that. Because who did she help do that? Jesus, right? You might not remember that story. But first of all, she conceived of him. She brought him into the world. She raised him. And then my favorite part of the story is his very first miracle. His very first miracle came at her prompting. They're at the wedding. They run out of the wine. She tells him, because she knows, she's like, I know you can do this. She's like, I know you can do this. Go help the people. And what does he say? I'm not ready. No, it's not my time. It's not my time. How many times do we say to the divine, it's not my time. It's not my time. I didn't finish my book. I still need to go get another credential. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough contacts. It's not my time. The economy, blah, blah, blah. There's always something. There's always something. And Mother Mary is saying to you, the time is now. The time is now to take everything that you've learned and offer it to the world in a tangible way. Put some form around whatever it is you're doing and make it something that can be of service to other people in whatever way that might be. This is one of the things I love doing with people, is helping them figure out, how do I do that? How do I take my gifts and turn it into something that I can then help other people with? And you know what? It's really easy. It's really easy to do. It's really easy. And I want you to take that as your message. If you get nothing else from this episode, it's really easy to share my gifts with the world. It's really easy for me to bring my medicine for the world. It's really easy for me to do it and to be successful at it. It's really easy. That's a mindset shift I really want you to have. It's really easy to do because the thought that it's hard keeps us from doing it. The thought that it's hard makes our mind look at all the reasons why it's hard. And it starts coming up with obstacle after obstacle after. But if we start to tell our mind, no, 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 I was born for this. I was born for this. You were born for this. You were born for this. That means it's got to be easy. It's got to be easy. It's easy to do, even if you don't know how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it, then you connect with somebody that can help you and can show you how to do it. This is why if you want to write a book, get a writing coach, right? If you want to learn to bake, then take a class on baking or watch some videos or whatever it is that you might do. There's a plethora of information right now. And if you're somebody who needs a little more, you want to really go deep into it and you want to get the kind of help that somebody like I offer, I'm happy to talk to you about it, because Mother Mary is saying to you, help the people. Help the people. She's saying it to me. Help the people. Help them even more. Now, you might be saying to me, well, Reverend Francis, I'm already doing it. And I say to you, yes, thank you. Thank you for doing it. How can you do it even more? How can you take it to the next level? How can you expand what you're doing? How can you expand your impact? What would that even look like? Maybe it means putting some form around something. Maybe it means you're going to start your own podcast. Maybe it means you're going to go from being a one-on-one type of person to maybe you're going to start doing groups and classes. Maybe it means you're going to have a book that you put out on Amazon. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like, because all of that is in you. It's something that I can tell you when I'm reading your energy, because your energy, it's all in there. Whatever it is that you're here to do, whatever you came to this planet to do, it's all in your energy field. And it's so funny because whenever I meet people, I'm like, oh, she's got a book. Like I can feel in their energy field what that might be. It's like, oh, it's right there. It's in their energy field. So my friend, I'm saying to you, in this time, we can focus on crisis. We can focus on chaos. We can focus on negativity. Or we can focus on why we're here on the planet, what we came here to do. How can we offer our medicine? We can be complaining, or we can be healing and offering and responding. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a time and a place to be doing whatever you need to be doing to take care of things for your conscience as a citizen, all of that. Absolutely. But that's not my job. My job is not to tell you what to do on any of that level. My job is to speak on behalf of Mother Mary, who is hearing the cries of the world. Mother Mary, who hears the cries of the world every minute of every day and is actively looking for people that will rise up and will say, I'll help. I'll help. Now, you might be in a situation where doing something political is the way that you're being a light worker. That might be exactly what you're doing. And if you are, thank you, thank you, thank you. But if you're like me and you're more of a healer, you're more of a coach, you're more of a mystic, you're a highly sensitive person, and you have a different way of offering your gift to the world, that's what I'm inviting you to do. Highly sensitive people, what we tend to do is get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed. We're like, oh my God, I could do everything and I have to help everybody. And I'm here to say to you, no, no, no. You're not here to help everybody. You're here to help your people or your community or your neighborhood or your family or whatever it might be. You're here to help whatever it is that's for you to do. Now, I have a feeling that even whatever it is that you're here to do can have a ripple out effect much, much bigger than what you know. I mean, here I am, and I'm just doing my podcast. Every week I show up, I say hello, I try to encourage you and offer you inspiration and resources and things that you can do to help you have a miraculous life, because that's why I'm here on the planet. I'm here to bear witness to miracles and to really help people go from thinking and hoping and believing to knowing, to really knowing that the path is paved with miracles. Miracles are not the destination. The path is paved with miracles. and to have that be your experience every day. That's why I show up week after week. Here I am being your cheerleader and rooting for you and encouraging you and giving you books and resources and people that can help you to really get in your mind that it's not only the lucky ones that experience a miracle. Miracles are meant to be happening every day. Every day. Every day we're supposed to be expanding into believing and knowing that there's something even better that can happen. And when we have so many blessings, that we're meant to be grateful for our blessings and not limited by them. You want to be grateful for your blessings and still be open to even more. Because the more that can flow through you, the more that the divine can flow through you, the more you can be a blessing. And here's the truth I really want you to understand. You being the best version of yourself, you being the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, most creative version of yourself, just by being that and not pushing it away and making yourself small, you change the world. Just by embodying that energy. You walk in a room and your energy of health and wealth and prosperity and all of it, just being that energy, you've already changed the destiny of the world. And I'm not being dramatic. I'm telling you the truth because I've seen it. I've seen it. And you can start to see it in your own life when you allow yourself to say yes, yes, yes. Now, I'm saying this in the month of March because we have the Feast of the Annunciation, right? When Archangel Gabriel comes, Mother Mary wants me to call this the Feast of the Invitation. Archangel Gabriel comes and says to Mother Mary, the divine has big plans and an amazing opportunity for you. Now, we want to remember that Mother Mary has been living in the temples. She's been in the sacred energy her whole life, right? Here she is, 14, 15, something like that. She's really a very young person. And she's visited by Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of God, who is the manifestation of hope. And he's the manifestation of strength and purity and all this amazing energy. And he says to her, I have a message for you. I have an invitation for you. And Mother Mary, for a minute, she's just like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? How is that going to be? And she really is just like, how? Not like, oh, that can't be. She's like, tell me, like what? He's like, let me tell you. And he tells her the whole thing. And what happens? Mother Mary says, I'm in. I'm in. Be it done unto me. Absolutely. I'm in. That's the kind of yes. That's the kind of yes that you're being invited to say in this month at this time. When the world seems the most topsy-turvy, Mother Mary has news for you. Her lifetime, you want to talk about topsy-turvy? You want to talk about governments that are in not exactly dharmic? You want to talk about things that were not in alignment with divine will? You want to talk about it? Talk to Mother Mary about it. Mother Mary has shown up every century and talked to us about it. When, all kinds of things were happening. Invasions are happening. Genocides are happening. Mother Mary has witnessed all of these things. And what she is saying to us right now is don't wait. Don't wait. It's always been me that's been calling you. The one that wanted you to take the Reiki class, the one that asked you to start writing your story, the one that urged you to start painting. I'm the one that's been asking you this whole time. You think it's you. You think it's like, oh, I really wish that I could be blah, blah, blah. It's not you. It's the divine in you wanting to express that through you. And now, my friend, is the time. Now is the time. So our full moon eclipse magnifies this energy in Virgo, the sign that is a healer, the sign that is very practical. Virgo likes to make things very, very practical, wants to break things down and make them usable. That's why I'm saying to you, now is the time to get the practical help you need if you need it. Now's the time to take your vision and start putting it into some practical steps. Now is the time to put some form around the gift that you are. You are the gift. And we want you to put some form around it so that other people that you don't even know are blessed by your gift, the gift of you. Now's the time, especially now. Then we have another eclipse that's coming up at the end of the month, and I'll be talking about that probably next week as well. But I'm going to ask you, my friend, if you identify as a light worker, and I hope that you do if you're watching this. And like I said, it's not about being any particular profession. A light worker is somebody who's here to share their light with the world in a tangible way, in a way that blesses people through whatever works for you. Starting a community garden, whatever it might be. You're here as a light worker. You're meant to be doing this work, and the world needs you now. I know it's not easy. I know you might be afraid. I know you might be nervous. I know you might be excited and nervous at the same time. I know, because that's me. I get it. I'm here for you. I am here for you. I'll be here for you every week on this podcast. I'm here if you want to work with me one-on-one. I'm here if you want to do just even a one-time session, get an intuitive coaching session, get coached by Mother Mary. I'm here for you. But there are lots and lots and lots of ways that the divine is here for you. So don't let your fear stop you from sharing your medicine with the world. Don't let the voice in your head that's going to minimize you and say, it's only me. It's only Reiki. It's only flowers. It's only paint. That's not the voice of the divine. That's the voice of the ego that's trying to keep you exactly where you are. Exactly where you are. And if you want things to stay exactly as they are and you don't want them to change, okay, that's your choice as well. But I'm extending the invitation on behalf of Mother Mary, on behalf of Archangel Gabriel, and saying to you, will you say yes? Will you let the divine work through you in a really powerful way right now? Right now. And if you're already doing it, then are you willing to take that to the next level and let go of all the things that you think you should be doing and really focus on what lights you up? What lights you up, that's the medicine we need. We need people on the planet who are lit up, because that's what a light worker is. A light worker is somebody who's lit up with what they're doing. And then you become a lighthouse, right? You become a lighthouse that other people can find you. And you become that resource. And on the stormy sea, you get to stay on the land, but you get to share that light, because you're so lit up with what you're doing that you're just drawing people to you and drawing opportunities to you. It's what happens. It's definitely what happens. So, my friend, that's what I wanted to share with you. And I would love to know. I want to hear it. Put it down in the comments. Let me know. Are you going to say yes? And what are you saying yes to? And let me know what it is, because if I know what you're saying yes to, I can send some people your way. It's one of my favorite things to do, is send people your way. And I love supporting the people who are here doing the amazing work on the planet. I love, love, love seeing people succeed, seeing the light grow. That's my great joy and my great pleasure. If you'd like to work with me, just come on over and have a chat with me. You can set up a miracle meeting with me if you'd like to, or you can just respond to this episode and let me know. I'm happy to connect with you whatever way. But I really, really am encouraging you to step into this, because now is the time. And I'm going to thank you in advance. I'm just going to assume that you're doing it. And I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for being medicine in my life. Thank you for being medicine for my family, for my community. Thank you for being medicine in my country, in my continent, in my world. Thank you for being medicine. It means the world to me. My friend, if you know someone who could really benefit from hearing this message, please share it with them, whatever way that you do, whether you share it with your friends, your family, social media, whatever you do, share it with them. And I would love for you to get together and talk with them about it and encourage each other and say, okay, did you listen to that message? And how are we going to support each other in doing that? I would love to hear about you doing that. It makes me so happy to think about that. As always, know, my friend, that your miracle is already here. It's already here. And the miracle is you. God bless you, my friend. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.